More than 750,000 job seekers are bracing for impact tonight, with the old mutual obligation system set to be replaced tomorrow with the government's new Workforce Australia, a program plagued with chaos and confusion before it's even begun. It's mutual obligation, but not as you know it.
What I've done is I've given people a clean slate.
The old job seeker payment requirement, 20 job applications per month, is out. The new requirement, earn 100 points a month by completing a range of tasks like completing an application, attending a job interview, actually doing paid work, along with a range of other relevant activities. But plenty of aspects have come in for criticism, such as the continuation of the maligned Work for the Dole program.
The Work for the Dole scheme is requiring people to do work for less than minimum wage. And it's just a punitive program that really needs to go. Also, job seekers who are considered job ready will be moved to an online portal to manage their job search, an alarming prospect for those who remember the robo-debt scandal. At the moment, a computer can basically suspend you when the computer thinks that you haven't met the requirements that you're required to do. And this is really problematic.
It feels like they're taking the human out of human services.
And job seekers are most concerned by what they're not hearing.
There's definitely a lack of information provided, and that's definitely contributing to the worries since no one's really known much about what's happening before it happens.
Louise is currently juggling uni and casual work, and that work's set to dry up.
I'm quite worried because today is my last day of employment for an undefined period of time. I honestly have no idea how my circumstances will transfer into the new system.
The Employment Minister today seeking to reassure job seekers.
If you keep doing what you've been doing, then you'll still qualify. But what I want to make sure of is that people don't disengage with the system.
So while the system may have been broken, is this the way to fix it?
And Kristin O'Connell from the Antipoverty Centre joins us now. Kristin, Employment Minister Tony Burke's saying that this system is more flexible with more ways to meet the criteria. So what exactly is the problem?
Well, we'd like the Minister to explain which activities people will be forced to do in the new system that they weren't forced to do in the old system. People that will be able to do these activities could already have those in their job plan before. So we're not sure how well and how much time the Minister's had to get his head around these changes, but certainly all of the worst parts of Job Active are being brought forward into Workforce Australia, and that's why we would really like him to put in place full protections for a minimum of 90 days, no penalties, so we can work with him to make meaningful improvements.
I think what he's saying is that nothing would be obliged that wasn't before. So that quote of his is that if you just keep doing what you were doing, you'll be fine. Does that assuage you?
So a flexible system would not have mandatory requirements. We're going to see hundreds of thousands of people in just a few months being forced into the same pointless and punitive and dehumanising and demeaning training programs that they already were. People won't even be able to get enough points to fulfil their monthly requirement by working 25 hours a week for free in Work for the Dole. So no, I don't actually agree this is a flexible system, and I don't think that these are optional activities.
You're no doubt speaking to people who are going to confront this system and have to work with it. What specific things are they raising with you?
People are very fearful because they don't feel like they have their head around what's going to happen and how it's going to change. We've seen, for example, people being allocated a job agency that's 1 or 2 hours away from where they live that they can't get to and can't afford to get to. Trying to resolve these problems have been told, sorry, we can't help you, you'll have to come back next month. And of course, one of the things that people will be penalised for in July is if they can't make an appointment. So it is just contributing to people's level of distress and confusion because all of these communications have come too late. This is one of the many examples of ways in which this is just practically not working already, and we haven't even started yet.
Just more broadly on the issue of policy in this area, we've seen the Labor Party, when in opposition, refusing to pledge to increase the job seeker rate. Most they committed to, I think, was a review before the 2019 election. Even that doesn't seem to be on the cards this time. There seems to be bipartisan agreement on this area of policy and just the broad way that it operates. Why do you think that is?
I think that governments use poor people and dehumanise us to justify the policies that they put in place because they want to save money. They want to make budget savings off the backs of the poorest people in the community. And that's why they've also announced that they're going to be ramping up debt collection against people on the job seeker payments starting from 1 July, the same day that this new system is scheduled to start. So unfortunately, I don't think it's that the politicians don't know. We and advocates and researchers and people on payments have been telling them for years that we skip meals all the time, that we rely on friends and family to help us often, and we fall behind on bills and things are more expensive for us because we are trying to survive in poverty, and they don't listen. So the only conclusion we can reach is that they don't care.
All right, Kristin, thanks so much for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.